Hey guys, Jared here with Geometry Gurus. I'm with Yein, one of our students from the Geometry Gurus Gold program. And we're going to talk a little bit about, Yein's kind of experience here at Geometry Gurus. So, Yein, I just want to, make things quick, right? Make things short. How was your experience like here at Geometry Gurus? I mean, how long have you been working with us and how much were you able to
Mhm.
improve your score over the time that you've been here?
Okay, so my experience here was like it was really great. I really liked the environment. I really liked how like supportive the teachers were. I was able to improve my score from like about like a 600 to like somewhere like closer near like the 700 range. So I'm like really glad to like see how much I've like improved over the past 2 months I've been here. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you got around like 100 and something point increase, right? What would you
Yeah.
say was your biggest struggle with SAT math before joining the program? And how was that like for you kind of doing that kind of on your own before you hopped into Geometry Gurus?
I feel like like before I like studied alone and it was kind of like hard to like catch specific areas in where I was lacking in um or like where like or like parts where I felt like I was like really like making the same mistakes like over and over again. I feel like joining the program it really like shed light or kind of really highlighted the areas where I was lacking in. It also kind of gave me like patterns to like really like I guess like practice throughout the course so that I could really identify or recognize things faster when I'm like solving questions in like my daily life.
Oh, for sure. Awesome. Okay, so I mean, which parts of the Geometry Gurus program in particular made you feel like, you were getting the most benefit out of it? Like, what do you feel like was the most effective part about the program since you've joined?
Um, I feel like although like the accessibility and the I guess more like the everyday or not everyday, but the weekly classes that we did really helped. But I also think it's the resources. The resources were really um like well prepared for students and it's easy to um like maneuver around. It's easy to I guess use and also like really like student friendly and I think that was one like particular part about this program that really helped me.
Awesome, man. Okay, and I'm glad that you said that, right? Because we want to make sure that all these resources that you use, we want to make sure that you can actually use them, and actually apply it to, everyday life. I mean, can you kind of describe how did the support from the Geometry Gurus community and, maybe even the tutors, how did you feel like that impacted your study experience and, your motivation as you were here?
Oh, like my study experience. I feel like one thing that really um was like it's like one thing that's really like memorable throughout this program is the environment. I think like the students here, they also like I can really see how they have a keen to learning. Um, it's also like really helpful that um like I'm surrounding myself with people that also share the same I guess goal in mind. It's also um really like I'm like glad to see how my improvement and is like really like celebrated and like supported through the all the people in the program. We're all really supportive of each other of each other. Like everyone's been like super nice, especially the teachers. Um and yeah, I think that was like a really crucial key to my improvement so far.
Awesome, right? I'm glad. Was there anybody in the program that you maybe had like a connection with, maybe or maybe I don't know what happens behind closed doors. I don't know who you make friends with, right? But was there any was like did you find like a set of people in which like you got to experience like a good time with outside of the class, or
um
just curious?
Okay, so like I've never like talked to anyone like outside of class, but like you can just like kind of see what their personalities are like in class, right? Like you can kind of see like what kind of people they are. Like Juan or like Chloe, Advik, there's like a lot of like people. Um and you can like really like see how um like you can kind of see like what they struggle in as well, and like what
Okay.
parts of like what type of questions they're like really like good at, and
Right.
so like I don't know, it's like kind of like fun to like get to like know like people through like the SAT.
For
Yeah,
sure. For
yeah.
sure. Okay. Well, maybe outside of the SAT, how has your experience with geometry gurus, influence your overall confidence in your future goals, like, outside of the SAT?
Um, like SAT to me is kind of like a personal enrichment thing. Um, it's it's not just like for the score for me. It's also really the like the discipline, the work ethic. It's also like taught me to like step out of like comfort zones. It's also taught me to keep on like pushing through even when things may like seem like frustrating. I feel like outside of class, um I kinda, like, take, like, the lessons I take in this program, like, um, such as just, like, stepping out of my comfort zones. Even in class, uh, like, the teachers, they really engage the students, they really ask for the students, like, engagement, really just their, like, full, like, attention and focus in, like, what they do right now. So I think outside of class, I can try my best in everything I do, whether it's, like, work hard, play hard. I think that's, like, one thing I've, like, taken from this program. Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, Yane, before we wrap this up, one last thing. Let's say if you were talking to yourself, 2 to 3 months ago, or maybe you're talking to, someone else who was in your shoes 2 to 3 months ago, what's one piece of advice you can give to those people if they were in the same shoes as you?
Mm, as, like, I've mentioned before, I think, like, really try to step out of, like, comfort zones because, like, uh we all have times when we kind of like encounter something that we've been avoiding for like a bit of like time. For me, SAT math is like I'm better at SAT like reading and writing. So I've been like actually like kind of like avoiding like math. Even though I do like practice it. We all have like things we want to avoid because it's something that like makes us feel less confident. It's something that like it like makes us feel like more like stuck in. And I feel like kind of jumping over that obstacle is like stepping out of that comfort zone. I think that's really important, pushing yourself even through adversity. Yeah, I think like that's what I would like tell someone who's like kind of in the same situation as me. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, right? You guys, Yane says push yourself out of your comfort zone. Yane, I want to thank you again so much for, taking the time to do this video. Students like yourself are, the reason why this program is created because we know that students like you get the results, right? Guys, if you're looking to get the same results as Yane or close to the same results as Yane, go ahead and press the learn more button down below and you can book a call with us. But Yane, again, thanks a lot so much for your time and we will see you guys later.